mathematics, make sure you are in the correct class. This is class B, right? This is class B. So there is another class, class A, which is also at the same time, but is different teacher and different meeting room. So make sure you are in the correct class, right? If your name is in the other list, in the other class, so you should attend the other class. I am class B. This is class B. All right. If you're in the class A, you should go to the other meeting room. So before we begin the class, can you please change the name in your meeting room here in the correct format, where you put your student ID first. You put your student ID followed by a space and then your name, right? If your name is too long, then you just put, you can either put your surname or your given name, up to you. You don't need to put full name if your name is too long, right? So your ID followed by a space. Please put a space, no dash, no slash, whatever. ID, space, and then your name. So please change it now if you haven't changed. Don't put a dash, bright, put a space. This is for attendance recording purpose, right? If you don't change your name in the correct format, your attendance will not be tracked. Because I'm going to generate a list. I'm going to generate a list later, and I will record your attendance. Lulu, please put a space after your ID. Edric, Charlotte, please put your ID followed by your name. And you should do the same every time in this lecture, in this class, all right? And also for the WeChat group, please change to this format as well, right? Put your student ID and then your name, because I will check your ID and then followed by your name, so you can put your name, your short name, okay, and your just a given name or your surname. All right, have you done it? Okay.
Miss,
So
I
if you have done it,
updated my name. Is it okay?
Yeah, that's fine. As long as it is in the correct format. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So all right, now just now I've sent you several files on the WeChat group, which contains the syllabus and also the exercise. Yeah, exercise and the course summary. All right. So for today's lecture, I will first go through the course syllabus with you. And then we are going to start our lecture, right? Lecture 1, and then I think lecture 1 and lecture 2. Yeah, some part of lecture 2. So this course is economic mathematics, right? Its Chinese name is 经济数学基础. Right? So this is 3 credit hours course. Yeah, 3 credit hours. So that means that every week you will have 3 hours. Yeah, you have 3 hours of lecture. And this is the spring semester. The prerequisite for this course will be just your basic high school mathematics skill, as long as you have learned mathematics before. And I'm sure everyone learned mathematics before in your high school, right? So there are 2 classes, class A and class B, and this is class B, right? This is class B. Make sure you may want to double check your name. If you're in the list, in class B list, then you should be in this class. If your name is not in this class, then you should go to the other class. And it's every Monday this time. Yeah, 15:10 to 18. Yeah, 3:10 to 6 p.m. and it's online. Yeah, we are having online classes every week. Okay, So this is our class, and my name is Yvonne. Right, my name is Yvonne here, and the office hour. I have my room. I have a room here. My room number is 403 in the new building. Yeah, we call it Guanei building. For those if you are on campus and if you want to see me personally, then you may want to make an appointment with me. Yeah, before if you want to come to my room to discuss any questions or problems related to the course, then please send me an email first. And this is my email address. Right, this is my email address. I wonder any of you are in on campus now? Anyone on campus? Anyone on campus now?
Yeah, I'm
No?
on campus.
Yeah, you're on campus. Let me see. Who is talking just now?
2022
Can you tell me your name?
Oh,
Um,
Han Yerin.
oh, okay. Which country are you from?
I'm from South Korea.
Okay. So only one, yeah? Only one on campus? What about the others? No? Okay. It's okay. So hopefully, hopefully next time in the near future, yeah, next semester, you'll be able to, come to China, and we will meet each other on campus. Yeah. So let's proceed. So this course is introductory course in mathematics. Yeah, it is a mathematics course. And this is a core course. So it's a compulsory course for everyone. Yeah, for everyone in the IBS. Yeah, in IBS. So it's a core course for every international student in international business school. So what topics would we be covering in this course? We will cover the topics on basic mathematical knowledge, techniques and skills, leading to some basic calculus in the second part. So actually this course contains of two parts. The first part here is about basic skill, basic mathematics skill, yeah, which I think some of these topics you may have learned before. You may have learned in your high school. And if you have learned some of the topics here, it will be a revision. Yeah, it's a revision for you. And some topics you may not have learned before. Yeah, some will be new for you. And the second part of this course will be on calculus. Yeah, for calculus, there are two important topics: differentiation and differentiation and integration. Yeah, of course, under differentiation, there are different techniques. There are different techniques in differentiation and different rules. So we need to learn all of them. And also under integration, we will cover the rules in integration and also different techniques, different integration and its application as well. Right. So the first part here would be in the topics here include algebra, functions, percentage changes, including business applications, coordinate geometry, long divisions, remainder and factor theorem, partial fractions, summation, and arithmetic and geometric series. I think some of the topics which you may be familiar with would be functions. Functions, coordinate geometry, where you have the graph x and y axis and you can plot the graph. Other maybe arithmetic and geometric series, where you have the AP or GP, arithmetic or geometric progression. For the calculus part, I'm not sure if you have learned calculus before. Yeah, it's about differentiation. How do you differentiate a function, and then integration, which is the reverse of differentiation process, right? Previously, before I think 3 years ago, this course were actually broken into two courses. There were actually two mathematics courses, mathematics 1 and mathematics 2. But after that, the school decided to combine them. Yeah, combine them in one course. So that's why you have this just one economic mathematics. Previously, there were two, mathematics 1 and mathematics 2. And mathematics 1 consists of two credit hours, and mathematics 2, 3 credit hours. So there were total 5 credit hours for mathematics courses. Yeah, but now they have combined it and make it just one course, 3 credit hours for one course. Now, this course aims to develop students' trust and interest in numbers. Yeah, actually, it is a introduction to like mathematics, basic mathematics skill and quantitative skill, so as to enhance their logical reasoning and argument abilities through the application of basic mathematics skill in algebra and calculus, and using these skills in basic business and economic application. Why do you need to learn mathematics? And this is a compulsory or core course, because you apply mathematics in everywhere, in almost every course. Yeah, either it is just a simple calculation or more advanced. Yeah, so you apply mathematics in everywhere. That's why it is important. Yeah. Specifically, you will learn to understand and apply basic mathematics techniques and skill in algebra, right? And yeah, in all these contexts. Yeah. And then understand and apply in calculus, yeah, to differentiate and also to integrate. Apply the above mathematics skill to solve percentage changes in optimization problems in business, to sketch curve in order to enhance understanding. So most of the examples or the problems we're trying to solve here would be related to business, because you are in the business school. So we try to relate it to business, and there are actually two business applications, yeah, topics, subtopics, where we apply what we learn here in business. Here you will also learn, understand the functions of such as cost, revenue, and profit function, and help to solve or understand other simple business, financial, and economic questions. All right. So you can read this. Yeah, you can read this. I've sent it to the WeChat group. Now, starting from next week, we'll be using BB. Yeah, Blackboard. Now in the first 2 weeks, because the name list is not ready yet, so the admin will need to take some time to put all your names in the BB. So starting from next week, the BB will be available, and I will upload all the materials on BB. Okay, I upload all the materials on BB, including the course syllabus, the exercise, and also as well as the live recordings. Yeah, every lecture I will record, and I will also put it on BB. So if you want to watch the recordings, you can just go to BB and watch the recordings there. Well, for this first 2 weeks, since the BB is not available yet, so I will just after the class I will send you the link. Yeah, because I'm saving the recordings in my in my cloud storage account. So I will send you the link, and if you want to watch the video, you can just go to the link, right? Now, the teaching methodology. The topics will be presented through a series of 3-hour seminars. Yeah, so every week we have 3 hours. It's a seminar and in the lecture style. The materials were presented at seminar followed by work examples. So in every class, I will explain like the topic to you, and I will show you, I will demonstrate to you how to do the questions, solve the question or the examples. I'll be showing you how to solve different question and different examples. Emphasis will be placed on problem solving. Yeah, students must attempt to solve the problems presented in the seminars and learn actively to maximize their benefits. So in every class, I'll be showing you the examples. Yeah, how to do the problem solving, and then followed by the exercise. So I will give you questions in every in the exercise, and I will give you some time to do the exercise. Yeah, and in the subsequent lecture, we will discuss the exercise question. But because of the exercise question, there are quite a number of them. So I won't be explaining every question with you. I will only choose some question which I think it is challenging for you, or the question that you have a problem with, yeah, or do you have difficulty in. So you can let me know like which question you want me to discuss with you, so I can go through the questions with you, right? And you're expected to bring or to have an approved scientific calculator. Yeah, and you need to bring the calculator to the class. Every class you need to use the calculator. You please don't use your mobile phone as a replacement for your calculator. You need to use a scientific one. Yeah, and actually, if you were having this class offline, you should also bring the calculator to every class, and you should also bring the calculator to the exam. Yeah, during the exam, use of mobile phone in the exam is not allowed, right? So if you don't have the scientific calculator, please go and get one. You can get the Casio model. I'm using the 570 MS. Yeah, MS or ES, up to you. Yeah, FX 570 MS or FX 570 ES. Okay, that's the model that you should get. If you already have one scientific calculator, that is fine. You can use your you can use your existing one. Now the course material used for this course, it's this book. Yeah, we are using this book. 991EX. I think that is fine as well. I think that is fine as long as it has the functions that we need. Along the way, along the course, I will also explain to you how to use calculator to solve the question. I will show you the video. I will upload my video, yeah, on the BB, so we can see like how we actually use the calculator to solve, for example, to solve a function problem, to solve a simultaneous equation problems, and so on. Right, I will also explain to you how to use the calculator. I think the 991ES version is fine. Yeah. Now this is the book that we are using for this course. If you can find this book online, then you can just download it. Yeah. If you don't have the book, don't worry. You don't need to purposely go to buy it. Because all the materials will be sent to you. Yeah, the questions, the exercise question, and if you do all the exercise question, you will be fine. Yeah, you'll be fine in the exam, because all the questions will be similar to the exercise question. Yeah, the exercise question, and of course the exercise question will be a lot. So you need to really put effort on trying those questions, doing those questions. The course material will be provided in class or posted in WeChat, or yeah, for me, I will post the materials on BB, yeah, Blackboard. For the other group, maybe they are using WeChat. So I will be using WeChat and BB at the same time. WeChat is more on like discussing, or if there is any latest announcement, I will post it on WeChat. But for the materials, uploading of materials, I will put it on BB, right? Now the assessment method, here, all of these are individual work. Yeah, because this is a mathematics course and it requires individual effort. So attendance and class participation contributes to 10%. 10% of this course, attendance and class participation. So make sure you attend the class. You attend the class on time. All right. So if you are late, coming to the class, and or if you leave early, your marks will be deducted. Yeah, every lecture your attendance will be recorded. Yeah, your attendance will be recorded. So if you are late, like if you are late for just 1 or 2 minutes, that is fine. Yeah, I'm not that strict. But if you are late for like, let's say 10 or 15 minutes and always, and always late or always leave early, then it will be recorded. Yeah, I will record in my attendance late arrival or leave early, and the attendance marks will be deducted accordingly, right? You will not get full mark. If you have full attendance, you come on time every time, and you attend every class, you will get a full mark. Yeah, and also class participation. Sometimes if I ask question, please respond. Yeah, please respond me. Either you can just speak it out, or you can just type it. You can just type it in the chat log here, yeah, in the meeting room. The midterm exam or class test. I think I will just do one midterm exam. Yeah, I'm not sure about the other group, but for me, I will just do one midterm exam and one final exam. So that means that there are 2 exams. Midterm is in the mid of the semester. Yeah, normally will be in week 8, week 9, week 8 or week 9, right? Mid of the semester, because one semester consists of 16 weeks of lecture, and the last 2 weeks will be exam week. So normally the midterm exam will be around week 7, 8, or 9, or sometimes it may drag to week 10. Yeah, the letters will be week 10. So around that time, and the details for midterm exam will be given to you earlier. Yeah, the topics to be covered in the exam, and also the format of the exam. And this is 30%. Yeah, the midterm exam is 30%. For final exam, this contributes to the highest percentage. Yeah, 60%. Final exam is 60%. So the total for this is 100%. Right? Now, because of final exam is 60%, so you can see that if you don't come to the final exam, that means that you will automatically fail the course. Yeah, because this is 60%, and you need to score 60% and above to pass the course. And for every course, 60% is the passing mark, right? The final exam, and the final exam consists of all topics. It is comprehensive, so it consists of all topics that we learn. Yeah, we learn in this whole semester. So this is it contributes to the highest percentage here, right? All the midterm and the final exam would be it consists of problem solving question where you need to do the calculation. There will be, I mean, if there is multiple choice question, there will be just 1 or 2 multiple choice question. You don't expect to have like 30 multiple choice question. No. If there is multiple choice question, there will be less than 5 multiple choice question. I can tell you. Yeah, in the midterm or in the final. Yeah, if there's multiple choice, it will be less than 5 question. 5 like just short question. Most of the question or majority of the question would be calculation based question, where you need to calculate, you need to solve the problems, and then you need to also provide your working steps. Yeah, your working steps in every question, and you need to submit your working steps because marks will be allocated to the working steps. Not only the final answer, but I will also look at the working step. Yeah, and give you marks if the steps are correct. This is the number and letter grade. Yeah. So you know that you need to score 60 points and above to pass. Yeah, below 60 is considered as fail. Now, if you fail this course, what happened? Because this is a core course, compulsory course. So if you fail the course, you have to retake. Yeah, there will be a makeup exam. There'll be a makeup exam. If you fail the course, then you can ask for a makeup exam. Yeah, there'll be a makeup exam scheduled by the office. Yeah, in the early next semester. So the makeup exam is normally in the beginning of the semester, in the next semester. Right? Maybe it's in the first few weeks, maybe in week 2 or week 3. Yeah. And if you fail the makeup exam, then you need to retake. You need to retake the same course in any of the semester until you pass the course. If you fail twice, you have to retake for the 3rd time. If you fail again, I'm not sure about what is the maximum number of times you can retake a course. you can refer to your handbook. Yeah, maybe I think a few times. Yeah, like maybe 4. I think 3 or 4. I'm not sure. So please refer to the handbook. There's a maximum number of times that you can take a course. And of course, I hope everyone can pass the course. Yeah, everyone can pass the course. I mean, you are retaking Math 1. Yes, if you are retaking Math 1, you need to attend the midterm. You need to come. You need to take the midterm. But I did not receive any name list. I mean, I haven't received any. I haven't received the name list from the office that anyone is taking Math 1. So if you are taking Math 1, please make sure you let the office know. Yeah, the office know you're taking Math 1, and please make sure you register on the system. Register on the system that is Math 1, because Math 1 and Math 2, you are in the. I mean, I'm talking to this guy. He is the old student. Yeah, the old student, like the repeater. So for his course, he's taking Math 1 and Math 2. So if you are taking Math 1, please make sure in the system the admin register for you Math 1 only. Because previously we have problems with students who actually taking Math 1 and then in the system is registered for mathematics. So then there will be problem in entering the grades later on. You need to, if you are taking Math 1 only, you need to take both midterm and final exam. The difference is just that in the final exam, you will have less question. So for the normal student, for the other student, probably if they are taking 8 questions, and for you, you will have maybe 6 questions. Yeah, or I will just, I mean, you may need to answer all questions, but I will only choose those questions related to Math 1 topic. And I will only mark those questions that are related to Math 1 topic. Because as I mentioned just now, Math 1 includes all the basic mathematics topics, and Math 2 involve calculus topics, differentiation and integration. So if you are taking Math 1 only, you don't need to take differentiation and integration. And I will let you know. I will let you know if I've finished Math 1 topic, then I will let you know. I said, starting from now on, you don't need to come to the lecture. But for the final exam, you need to come. Midterm and final exam. Only you, yeah, Ferdinandez. Only you are taking Math 1. Anyone is taking Math 1 as well, please let me know. It is very important to let me know and also let the office know. All right? Because previously we have a few problems. We have a number of problems where student taking Math 1 or Math 2 and then register in the wrong course. So we don't want to have this problem again. So please let me know in advance. I know some of you are taking Math 2. So if you are taking Math 2, then no problem for you. You will just take all the topics. You will just you need to go through all the topics, and the exam, midterm, and final exam will be the same for those who are taking Math 2. Okay, Math 2, no difference. It's all the same. Just that in the system, you are registering you're registered for Math 2. Yeah, it's just different in the system. But for the topics, the syllabus will be all the same. Okay, as I mentioned just now, the attendance, midterm, and final exam. Now for the attendance, because we are having online classes, now I know that some students may have time difference in time zone, and for this semester, the new rule says that if your time zone is if your time zone is in between 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. Yeah, during the class time, then you are not required to attend the online lecture. Yeah, you can be exempted. That means that you don't need to come to the online class. But if your time zone is outside of 12 a.m. to 6 a.m., then you need to attend the lecture. It is compulsory for you to attend the live lecture this time. right? So if you don't come and if you don't have any reason or proof, your attendance will be recorded as absent. Yeah, and marks will be, I mean, you will not get the marks for that that particular attendance. Okay, so if you have any, I mean, like official event, or if you are ill, then you need to obtain the sick leave, yeah, the medical leave certificate, and then you can send me the evidence, so I will mark it in the attendance sheet that you are sick. Yeah, so you need to give me the proof. If personal reason that is not acceptable, if you say that, oh, I'm going to the airport, yeah, or if you need to like go to your, I don't know, your attend a wedding, that is not considered a valid reason. Yeah, because that is your personal reason, that will not be acceptable. Okay. Now the midterm exam, there is only one midterm exam, and there will be no makeup exam for the midterm. If you miss the midterm, and you will get 0, that's it. Yeah, no makeup exam for the midterm. For final exam, there will be a makeup exam, normally in the beginning of the next semester. And if you want to take the makeup exam, please send email to the office, to the student office. Don't ask me when is the makeup exam, because I'm not in charge for the makeup exam. All right. My responsibility for the makeup exam is I just receive the answer sheets from the office, and then mark the answer sheets, and then send the marks to them. I'm not responsible for the makeup exam. Yeah, I'm not responsible for the time or for the administration, anything. I'm not responsible for that. Yeah, I just mark the answer sheet, and that's it. So please don't ask me about the makeup exam, right? I will set the question. I mean, the other teacher maybe, the other teacher and me will set a question, and we will pass the question to the admin. The admin will be in charge for the exam. They will schedule the time, and they will also invigilate the exam. Yeah, so we are not responsible for that. Because many students ask me, like, when I failed the course, on when can I take the makeup exam, or how do I take it? So I say I don't know, because this is not my responsibility. I don't know when it is. It will be scheduled by the office. Now this is the course outline. Yeah, the course outline. So we start our lecture in this week, week 2. So according to this outline, we need to cover two topics here for today's class. The first one is basic mathematics and algebra, and the second one, polynomial functions, equation, and inequalities. But I think we will not be able to cover all of them. Yeah, probably we will cover up to half of this second topic, and we will carry on in the next class. Yeah. So you can have a
이
look.
드라마는 소녀들의 꿈과 희망이 담긴 급식걸즈
You
이야기다.
can see that all our classes are on Monday except for this one here. This is a replacement class. Yeah, we have a replacement class on this the 2nd of April. This is a Saturday, right? Before this, I will also inform you. I will also let you know. This is actually a replacement class for one of the holiday. Yeah, it is either the 1st of May holiday, or this is a replacement. Yeah, this is a replacement class on Saturday. I think we only have one replacement here. The other classes are just normal. Yeah, of course, in the first week of May it's a holiday, so we don't have class on that day, and I don't put the date here. Yeah, so we have in total 15 weeks of lecture. Yeah, 15 times 15 lectures, because we start week 2 and then we finish on week 16, the lecture week. And for the last lecture, we will have a review on all the topics that we learned, we learned previously. And the final exam week will be from week 17 to 18, and your exam will be in one of these days. One of these exam weeks. One of these exam weekday. maybe in the first week or maybe in the second week. Again, this will be arranged or you'll be scheduled by the office. Okay. Okay, you can have a look on the session details. Not going to go through with you because we will go through all these topic in the lesson. Okay, you can have a look. So do you have any questions regarding this syllabus? Do you have any questions regarding the syllabus or syllabus? No?
Professor?
Hmm?
Could you please send us the name of the calculator that you can suggest us?
Okay. I'm using this one. Maybe I put it in the WeChat group.
Thank you.
Okay. I can take a picture of my calculator. Yeah. I'm sending it now in the WeChat group. MS or ES are both acceptable. Yeah, ES is the newer version. I have both actually. I have both MS and ES. So both of them, they are the same actually. Both of them are good. So you can get any of those. Okay, so any other other questions regarding this course? No. So if no, then I will proceed with the lecture, right? So you may open the the file that I sent you, which is the lesson summary. Have I sent you this? Yeah, the lesson summary. So please open this file. Okay, so in the first lesson, we are going to study about the basic mathematical operation. Yeah, so there are different mathematical operations such as addition, you plus like two numbers, subtraction where you minus, multiplication, you multiply, division where you divide, and also brackets and indices means the power. Yeah, for example, 2 to the power of 2 is 4. So when you have different operations, these operations, they have a different priority. Yeah. So if according to this BITMAS rule, the first one, it has the highest priority. That means that B here stands for brackets. So whenever you see brackets, you have to perform the bracket first. Yeah, you have to perform the brackets because it has the highest priority. All right, followed by indices. Indices is the power. For example, 2 to the power of 2 just now, or 2 to the power of 3, right? And then division or multiplication. Both of these, they have the equal level. They are in the equal same level. They're in the same level. So that means that if you see division first, division and multiplication, you can either, you will do the one that you encounter first. Okay. For example, if you have 2 times 5 divided by 2. So you do 2 times 5 first and then divided by 2. Okay, because the multiplication comes first. If you have divide first, if divide comes first, then you do divide first. So let's say you have 2 divided by 3 times 5. Then you do 2 divided by 3 times 5. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one you do first because they are in the same order. Yeah, same priority level. And then addition or subtraction is in the last last priority. Okay. Let's maybe I can show you some of this. You can look at exercise 1. Yeah. So for exercise 1, you can see there are questions here. So you need to do all these questions. But I will go through the questions, some of the questions with you. I will go through some of the questions with you. Yeah, I will pick certain questions and discuss with you. So let's see this exercise 1. So you may see here, for example, A, question A, 1A, right? So there is bracket here. There's a bracket. So this bracket here means multiplies. So this means 3 times 2. So the multiplication, let me put it. Now, you can have multiplication, you can write like this, 2. For multiplication, you may write like this, 2 times 3, or you may put it in bracket like this, 2 times 3, or you may even put it as the dot product, dot 3. Now, take note that this dot here, it is not the decimal point, because for decimal point, we normally put it here. Yeah, we put it that here at this lower. But if it is dot product, that means that we put it here in the middle. Yeah, so this dot product also means multiplication. But to avoid, confusion, we normally use this or this. Yeah, this is the normal way of writing multiplication. You use this times, or we call it multiply, or bracket. Yeah, 2 times 3, and this equals to 6. All right, and I want you to make it a habit for decimal number. Yeah, we're going to discuss decimal number later on. So for the decimal number, let's say I have a decimal number 2.3. So I use dot to represent decimal point. I know some of you, some of the European countries, you use comma. We use comma to represent decimal point. But for us to make it consistent, we use dot. Okay, we use dot to represent decimal point. We don't use comma. Yeah, if it is a number in thousand, then we use comma. For example, 1,000. This one we can put it like this. Okay, but if you omit the comma, that is also fine. 1,000, you can just put it like this. You don't need to put the comma. If you want to put it in comma, then it looks like this. Okay, so comma means 1,000. So there will be three zeros. If it's 1 million, then there will be 6 zeros like this. Okay, or we can omit the comma. It doesn't really matter here. But the dot here represents the decimal number. Okay, the dot represents decimal number, decimal point. Now, so this is the bracket. Yeah, the bracket means multiplication. Now, according to this BitMath rule, let's say now we have all of this. We have all different operation in just one line. I can put it whatever. Now, how do you do this? If you have a question like this, this is just basic. Yeah, we apply according to the BitMath rule. We need to do bracket first. Bracket indices, division and multiplication, and then addition, subtraction. So you have all of these operations in this one question here. So now the brackets has the highest level. So we must do this first. Okay, so we do step by step. So we do the bracket first. 12 plus 3 divided by, now this becomes 16, right? Because multiplies. So minus 5 and then plus 2 squared. So next one, you do the indices. That is this one. Okay, you do this one. That is 4. So you can, copy this line and then plus with 4. Now, what is next? Next is this one, division. Probably I want to change this one to another number. Okay, so now do this one, 32 divided by 16. So it becomes 2. So now I will copy. This becomes 2 minus 5 plus 4. Right? So now you have only plus and minus. That is addition or subtraction. And addition and subtraction can be done, interchangeably. You can do the addition first or subtraction first. If you do this one, that is also fine. If you do this one, that is also fine. So you can just key in this one in your calculator, or if you just want to do it manually, this will be 14 minus 5, 11. 14 minus 5, 9, right? 9 plus 13, plus 4, 13. Okay, so this is 13. Now, if you can try to key in this one on your calculator. If you have the scientific calculator, you put this line in the calculator, you will also get 13, I think. Yeah, but make sure you need to, if this one, put exactly like this. This is bracket, so put it like bracket. So that means this multiplication, right? So this one, if you do one of these question F. So you can see here it contains minus. Minus means subtraction. Yeah, subtraction, multiplication, addition, and division. So this one must be done first. Multiplication or division. Yeah. So you do this 5 minus 28 plus next one you will do this. Yeah, next one we will do this. You can copy this one here, or you can do this straight away. So plus 2. So 5 plus 2, 7 minus 28, negative 21. Okay, you can do this one plus first and then minus. It's the same. Or you do 5 minus 28, it becomes negative 23, and plus 2, negative 21. Okay, so this is a negative number, negative 22. The answer is provided here. So you can do the question and you can check the answer here. Right? Now, if you are very weak in math, yeah. So how do you learn math? How do you score in this course if you are very weak in math? There is no shortcut to learn mathematics unless you do a lot of exercises, right? There is no other way of learning mathematics unless you do many exercise, many practice. Okay, that is the only way of learning math. And of course, to learn math, you can't use just memorization. This is not it is not like the course where you need to memorize the theory. The mathematics course, for calculation type of mathematics course, you just need to practice. Yeah, practice, and you have to understand. Of course, you have to understand why is it for example here, why is it this one have to be done first? Yeah, because it is according to this BITMAS rule. You have to understand the process and then to exercise. Yeah, that is the only way of learning. Now, fraction. Okay, before we move on to fraction, decimal number is the number that contains the decimal point, just like 2.3, right? Okay, just like, for example, 2.3. And this number, this is a decimal number. This one means 1 dp, 1 decimal point. Yeah. So if you want to put it in 2 dp, it will be 2.30. This means 2 dp, 2 decimal points. Yeah. Now, what about the answer is, if you calculate, I mean, if you find that the answer for a particular question is 2.3555, and you are asked to put this one in 2 decimal point, what is the correct answer? You need to do the rounding, right? So if you want to put this one in 2 decimal points, then it should be 2.3, what is this? 5 or 6? This one should be 6, right? Because any numbers that is more than 5 will be rounded up. Yeah, any decimal number that is more than 5 will be rounded up. The numbers that is smaller than 5, from 1 to 4, will be rounded down. If you have 2.3444, will be rounded down to 2.34, right? Like this. This would be 2.34. Now, what if you have 2.3455 into 2dp? It will be 2.35. Yeah, because this is 5. You need to round. If the next number, this is the next number after 4, right? And you want to round it to 2dp. So you refer to this one. This one here is more than 5. I mean, it's 5. Yeah, 5 or more should be rounded up. So this one should be rounded up, 2.35. Okay. Now, what is this in 1 dp? 2.3455 in 1 dp would be 2.3. Okay, because you look at this 4. If this is 4, this one will be rounded down. So it will be just 2.3. I mean, it will be just remain. No need to round up. It will be just 2.3. Yeah, this 4 will be, I mean, round it to here. What if this one in 3 dp? Same question, yeah. In 3 dp. If it's in 3 dp, then you should look at this. So if this is 5, this one should be rounded up. 2.346. Okay. For 2 dp, you look at this one, and this one is rounded up. For 1 dp, you look at this one. So this one is rounded down. Okay. Now, you can also use Excel to do it. Yeah. For example, Excel can do the rounding for you. If you are not sure. I mean, this is very simple. Yeah, I just want to, I mean, if you are still not sure how to do this, you can use Excel to do it. Now, this is the original number, right? This is the original number. Now, you can use the round formula, or if you don't want to use the round formula, you can just go to this one here. This, you can see that here, this is the increased or decreased decimal. Now, if you just want to display 2 decimal points, you just decrease it. 2.35 is the answer, isn't it? 2.35 in 2 decimal points. Now, if you want to put it in 3 decimal points, you increase it, 2.346. If you want to put it in 4 decimal point, 2.3455. If you want to put it in 1 decimal point, 2.3. Just increase or decrease. The original number is still, it is still the one that we put just now. That is, yeah, 2.3455. That is the original number. And this is just the if you want to display in fewer or more decimal points, then you just increase, or fewer, then you just decrease the decimal number, decimal point, right? So that is the decimal points. Now, doing the rounding is very important, yeah, because in the exam, we will have the exam using the system. You will take the exam on Blackboard, on BB, and because the system is going to do the marking. For example, I will give you a question, like the decimal question. Yeah, let's say so calculate. I calculate the profit and put it in 2DP. Yeah, so you calculate the profit. Yeah, you calculate the profit. Profit equals to the revenue minus the cost. Yeah, for example. So you got the profit equal to 47.23545, like this. Yeah, so if you put your answer like this, that is marked as incorrect by the system, because the instruction here is says put it in 2DP. So the actual profit you calculated, you got is this one, for 47.23545. But because you need to put it in 2DP, so you need to round it, or you need to put your answer in 2DP, that is 47.24, because this is 5, right? This is 5. So this one should be rounded up. And the correct answer is 47.24. If you put your answer as 47.23, will be also marked as wrong by the system, because the system only accept one correct answer, that is this one. Okay, if you put 47.23, the answer is wrong. But if you send me the working step, I can see that the working step is correct, but the final answer is wrong. So you will still be penalized for the final answer, because you are doing the wrong rounding. Yeah, you are doing the wrong rounding here. You should round it to 2DP, that is 47.24, not 23. Okay. So this is very important. Yeah, and the decimal number is also one of the very important topics. I mean, in statistics, because statistics we emphasize a lot on this the rounding and also the decimal number. Now fraction is like this. This is called fraction. Yeah, this is called fraction. The upper one, this one is called the numerator. And the bottom one, the bottom number, this one here, is called the denominator. Yeah, numerator and denominator. Now there are two types of fraction, proper and improper fraction. Yeah. Proper or improper fraction. Proper fraction is when you have the numerator smaller than denominator, just like this. This is a proper fraction example, yeah. Or you have 1/2, or you have 8/9. These are all proper fraction. Okay. Improper fraction is the other way around, when you have the numerator that is greater than the denominator. Example 3/2. Now 2/1 here, this is just 2. Yeah, so you can omit the 1. This is like 2 divided by 1. So any number divided by 1 is still the original number. So you don't need to put it like this. This will be just a number. Yeah, you don't need to put it. Just it'll be just 2. And example, you have 4/3 or 9/8. Yeah, so these are called improper fraction. For improper fraction, you can change it to mixed number. You can change it to mixed number. So this one here, you can change it to mixed number where you have 1/2. Yeah, you can use your calculator. If you have a scientific calculator, you key in this one, 3/2 in your calculator. And then you can press the button. You press equal, right? You can press equal, then it will display to you like this. 1 over like this. This means this is like the mixed number. This is just 1 and 1/2. Yeah. Or if your calculator still give you 3/2, then you can press this button here. Like this. Sorry. B/C. Press this button on your calculator. Yeah, this one. This means you change it to mixed number. Change it to mixed number, or if you want to change it back to improper, interchangeably. You can also change the mixed number into the improper fraction, or you can change improper fraction to the mixed number. Okay, or vice versa. Yeah, changing improper to mixed number and vice versa. Now this one, when you change it to improper fraction, mixed number, it would be 1 over 3. This one, 1 over 8. Now, how do you change it manually if you don't use calculator? This is very simple. 3 divided by 2. So you got 2, 1, 2. 1 is the remainder, right? So this 1 becomes a number. And the remainder is this one. The 2, that is I think this is a divisor. This is a dividend. 1 is a dividend. This is a remainder, and this is a divisor. It comes here. And we use this again. You apply this one. Like, you learn this in your primary school. In primary school, probably you learn the division in primary 3, right? We will use this concept again in the partial fraction chapter, in the long division. In long division and partial fraction chapter. I think in one of the, maybe in topic 7 or 8, around that. So this is like how you change it to mixed number. Same for all this. Now, what if you have 88 over 3? You do 88 divided by 3. So remainder 1. So this is 29, 1 over 3. Okay, 29, 1 over 3. How do you change this one back to the improper fraction? This one, how to change it to this one? This one times this plus this. 29 times 3 plus 1. Okay, 29 times 3, so you've got 87 plus 1. So it becomes 88 over 3. The denominator will be the same. Or you can type this one in your calculator and press this button. Press this one, this button, this one, Press this to get the mixed number. Sorry, to get the improper fraction. Now I think we should have a break. Now we don't take break now, but at 5 o'clock no, not 5. I think we will take before 5 o'clock, about 4:50. We will take a 20 minutes break, because we have a 3 hours lecture. And each lecture, each hour is 50 minutes. But because we start 3:10, so the normal time is from 3:10 to 4. And then 4, we should have a break, 10 minutes break to 4:10. We start again. And then we will start again at 5, something like that. So we will skip this 10 minutes break, but we will take the 20 minutes break instead. So I will give you 20 minutes break, and also I will give you time to do the exercise. And then we will come back, say I will give you 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes to do the exercise. And we'll come back again, let's say at 5:30, to discuss the question. So this is the normal way for our lecture. All right. So we will have the class from 3:10 to around 4:45 maybe, and then we will have 20 minutes break. So 5:05, let's say you come back, then you do the exercise. I'll give you time to do exercise, say 20 minutes. So we will come back at 5:35 to discuss if you have any questions for the exercise. Because I don't want just me doing the talking. I want you to try the exercise, and then I'll come back again to discuss those questions with you. I want to give you time to try those questions. All right. Okay, so this is the fraction, right? Fraction can also be changed to decimal number. For example, this 1 over 2, put it in decimal number, it will be just 1.5. 1 over 3, if you put it in decimal number, it will be 1.33. If you put in 2 decimal point, then it will be 1.33. Okay. Now, the last one here is percentage change. Yeah, percentage change is important because in business, you need to know like what is the change. For example, last year profit was 10,000, and this year is 12,000. So how much percentage or how much increment is the profit from 10,000 to 12,000? What is the percentage? Yeah, percentage of change. So we can use this rule here. The percentage of change equal to the new value minus the old value divided by old, and you multiply it by 100 to convert it to percentage. Yeah, say the number here, let's say just now 10,000 divided by, this is last year, 10,000. Sorry, new one. This year is 12,000. Yeah, this is this year, let's say 2022. This is 2021. Old value, yeah, divided by minus 10,000 divided by the old. Please remember that the denominator here is old value. So that is this old value. This old and old is the same one. And then you multiply it by 100. This is just at 100. You don't need to, when you use calculator, you don't need to type percentage here. You just type this one in the calculator and then multiply it with 100. Yeah, you can see this one here, you've got 0.2. So 0.2, if you put it in percentage, it will be 20%. Yeah, 20%. 20%, if you put it in decimal number, is 0.2. Yeah, because percentage is like a probability where you have 0 to 100. I mean, 0 to 100, this will be percentage. You put it in decimal number, then it will be from 0 to 1. Yeah, if you have 50%, then it is 0.5. This is 0.5. 0.2 means 20%. Yeah. If you have 0.03%, what does this mean? If you put it in the decimal number, 0.03% means 0.0003. This is just 0.03. This is like originally is here. Shift this one to the left. Two places to the left, 1 and 2. So it's 0.003 in decimal number. Okay. So this is like a divide. If you want to change from the number to decimal to percentage, then you should move this one backward. Yeah, I mean move this one to the right. So 0.2 times 100 means you shift this two places to the right. So it becomes 20. Yeah, 20%. Okay. So if you apply this rule, we can find the value. Now let's see the next one is, yeah, this one here. We want to find the percentage change, right? I think for question, yeah, the first two questions, you can just do it by yourself. Percentage change, you just apply this rule, new minus old divided by old, and then make it percentage. And there is the percentage. Now, what I'm going to discuss with you would be this one. This one here, you can see here, this is missing. Means that the new value is missing. Yeah, this is an old one because this is the previous year. Yeah, last year, 2014, this is 2015. So the new value is missing. Whereas for the next example, the old value is missing. Yeah. So if the new value is missing, we can apply, now the percentage change is given. So we can apply this rule. Now take note that here you can see percentage, some percentage is positive, some is negative. So positive here means there's an increment. There's an increment. That means that the new value would be definitely higher than the old value. There's an increment. Just like just now we have an increment. The new value is higher than the old value. So we have a positive 20%. But for positive, you can omit the positive sign. You can just you just write 20%. However, if the new value is lower than the old value, then it is a decrement. It is a decrement. For the first question here, this is the increment. Yeah, so we expect to have positive percentage change here. For the second question, it is a decrement. So we expect to have negative, right? Why do you get negative? Because when you take the new minus old, you have negative. 180 minus 200, you got negative 20, right? Negative 20 divided by the old value, you still got negative. So that's why here, this is a negative for decrement, okay? Now for the third question, you have a positive, the percentage change is 11%. So you apply this rule, percentage change equal to new minus old divided by old times 100%. So now 11% is the percentage change equal to new minus old. The new is unknown. The old is known divided by old. Like this. Yeah. So now this is an equation. What does equation means? Equation means left hand side equals to right hand side. So if you have 11% equal to the right hand side is A. So that means A is 11%, right? It is like it must be balanced. So whatever is on the left, that is also on the right because it's equal. So equation. So in this case here, you need to solve the new value. Yeah, you can give it a variable name. Let's say you can put it as X or you can put it A. Yeah, whatever variable name that you prefer. You can also put it as new, just like what I wrote just now, new. Now first, I want to change this percentage to decimal number. Yeah, so this, if you put it in decimal number, it should be 0.1111. Sorry, 0.11. That is 0.11. Yeah, 0.11 equals to A minus 150 divided by 50. Now you don't need to write this anymore. This is like when you divide both sides by 100. Yeah, you get rid of the 100%. So you divide both sides by 100. That's how you got 0.11. Yeah, or it is like you put this one in the decimal number, in decimal number. Now, you want to find A, right? You want to find A. And here, this is like divide. This is divide. So you want to get rid of, you want to bring all the number, you want to bring all this number to the other side so that you can find A, right? You only want A here, and all this number, you should bring it. You should bring the operation, you bring all the numbers to the left. How do you bring it to the left? Yeah, how do you bring it to the left? Now you have to do the reverse. Yeah, for example, first you need to take this one first. You need to take 150 first because this is divide. The division has a higher priority than minus. So you should do the division first. Get rid of the division. Now to get rid of the division, you should multiply both sides by 150, right? So multiply both sides with 150. So 0.11 times 150. On the right hand side, you multiply it with 150, becomes cancel out. Say you have here, this one, this cancel out. Because it's divide and multiplies, becomes 1. Yeah. So this is like, you want to bring this to the right. So if it's division, you bring it to the other side, it becomes multiply. And then this one equals to A minus 150. Now you need to perform this operation first because this is the number. Yeah, for number, you can do the operation. So 0.11 times 150, that is 16.5 equals to A minus 150. Now to find A, now to find A is very simple now. Now, bring this to the other side, so it becomes plus. So 16.5 plus 150, no dot, plus 150. So so A now becomes 166. Yeah, 166.5. A equals to 166.5. And that is the new value. Right? A equals to 166.5. Yeah. Okay. So you must know this basic. You must know this basic equation. Yeah. That is when you want to find an unknown. When you want to find unknown in an equation, you must be familiar with this. If you are not familiar with this, you have to do a lot of practice. Yeah, I can give you more example here. You have practice. Now, how do you find x? So 3x equals to 5 minus 2. Bring this to the other side. And then 3x, this equals to 3. X equals to 1. Bring this to the right-hand side again. 3 divided by 3, so it's 1. Yeah, you have to be familiar with this operation. When it is, you can see that here, this is addition, plus 2. Bring it to the other side, becomes minus 2. Yeah, and here means 3 times x. Bring it to the other side means divide. So 3 divided by 3, so it becomes 1. Okay. Now, what about the next one here? That is the old value. You want to find the old value, right? Now, for this one, we have to, now let's do this one. Let's do the last one. Yeah, because this one, it has a decrement. You can see that this is negative. So we still write the formula. The formula is this one. Yeah, then the percentage of change is negative 13% equal to new minus the old. Let's say I call it B. Yeah, divided by B times 100%. Okay, now my task is to find B, right? Get rid of the percentage first. So this becomes negative 0.13 equals to 16 minus B over B. Now this one multiplies, bring it here, bring it up. Because this is in fraction. This is in fraction, right? We want to make it just in one line, just in one normal equation. So this one multiplies here, or it is like cross multiplication. Yeah, this one multiplies here. And this is actually 1. So this one multiplied by 1 is still the same. So you have negative 0.13b equals to 16 minus b. Now you see this is b and this is also b. Yeah, this is b, this is b. So if you have b, it's just that when you have 2b plus 3b equals to 3. This becomes 5b because 2b plus 3b means 2 plus 3 is 5. So 5b equals to 3. You can do it like this, all right? So you have to collect the similar term, yeah. So you bring this b to the left-hand side. You know what? I have to explain this slowly. Yeah, I mean at the beginning. I know some of you, you already know this, but some of you may not you may not know how to do this because some of the students are really weak in mathematics. So that's why I have to, at the beginning, I'm trying to explain this slowly. Of course, I can't be doing this all the time. So when you are already familiar with this operation, I will just do quickly. Yeah, because this is a first class, so I'm trying to do it slowly. Yeah. So bring this to the left. So plus b, because it's minus b, bring it to the left, becomes plus, equals to 16. And now this one becomes negative 0.13b plus 1b. This means 1b. We omit the 1 because we don't need to write the 1. So negative 0.13, can use your calculator, plus 1 equals to 0.87b. 0.87b equals to 16. Now b equals to 16 divided by 0.87. That is 18.39. Put in 2 decimal points. Yeah, 18.39. That is the answer. All right. So that's it. Now for the other questions, please try to do them. Yeah, for the other question where which I haven't discussed, please try to do them. Of course, if you get the correct answer, yeah. No, you should keep an exercise book. Yeah, or if you use the A4 paper, please keep all your work. Please keep all your work. And next time when you do your revision, you can redo them. Redo them to get yourself familiar. Get yourself familiar with the question, because throughout the course you will be learning more and more topics. Yeah, when in the exam, when everything comes together, you need to figure out like what operation you need to do, or which chapter it is from. Sometimes it is mix of different topics or different chapters. And at that time you need to apply whatever you learn, yeah, in the course, all the knowledge you have learned. So please keep all your work in your workbook, or put it in the A4 paper. Now this is the example, like this is in a longer question, but this is exactly the same like the one in the table. Yeah, you just need to read the sentence. So here, a company is expected to reduce its annual cost of production by 10%. So that means that it is a reduction, yeah, a decrement, reduction to 7.5 million in 2019, and then increased by 50% in 2020. What are the costs of production in 2018 and 2020 respectively? You can see that here there are actually three years involved. 2018, 2019, and 2020, right? Now, what information is given is here, reduce its annual cost by 10% to 7.5 million in 2019. So this would be 7.5%. And this is a reduction of 10%. Yeah, so from 2018, the company is going to reduce it. That is negative 10%. Yeah, minus 10% because it's reduction. And to achieve this one, to achieve 7.5 million in 2019. And then increase, this is plus 15% in 2020, but this value is not given. So what you need to do is to find this and this. Yeah, so this, the one in 2018 and 2020, you can just put it the variable, the unknown variable name, A and B, right? So now to find A, this is the old value. This would be the old value. If you compare 2018 and 2019, this would be the old and this would be the new. If you compare 2019 and 2020, this would be the old and this would be the new. Yeah, because this is previous, of course. So now, even if you find A first, so A would be the old and this would be the new. If you are comparing this one and this one, this would be the old and this would be the new. So it looks exactly the same as the one in the table, isn't it? This is when old value is not given, new value is given, and percentage is given. So this is exactly the case as this one, as this example. Old value is unknown. And then for the next one where you need to find 2020, this is exactly the same as this one. New value is unknown. Yeah, new value is unknown, and the percentage is known. The old value is known. So you can solve it. You can solve it by yourself, right? Now I'm going to move on to the next one. Now, so all these exercises, they are just a practice for you. Yeah, I don't want to, go through them one by one. You try to do them. If you have problems, if you have questions, you may ask me later. Yeah, I will give you time to do this. Of course, you do as much as you can. Yeah, you do as much as you can. If you can't finish them all in today's exercise time, that is fine. You just, do as much as you can. Okay, you can also check the answer. So I'm not going to explain this one. I will move on to the next one. Yeah, the next topic. Yeah. Here, this is what is a function? Yeah, what is a function? So function here, you can see here, this is an example of function, how we write a function, fx. Fx is a function. Gx is another function. Yeah. So the function name here is f. And x here is the input. There is the input or the variables in this function. So example of function, you can for example, this is a function of fx equals to 2x minus 3, right? X here is a variable. Yeah, 2 here is the coefficient. The number that is associated with the function, the number that is associated with the variable is called the coefficient. This is just a constant number. This is not a coefficient. It's just a number constant. The one that is associated with the variable is called coefficient. Now it may also look like this. This is a linear function. The linear function means that the highest power for the variable is 1. And this is an example of quadratic function. Yeah, quadratic function, because the highest power for this variable is 2, quadratic function. And you may have cubic function. This is called quadratic. Yeah, cubic function, you may have 3 like this. Like this. The highest power for the variable is 3. That is the quadratic function. Okay, now we can expand a function, or we can also simplify a function, right? Sometimes you may ask to expand a function. Expand means that you want to make it longer. Simplifies mean you want to make it shorter. Yeah, so expanding a function here would be, for example, when you have a bracket like this, that means multiply in. Yeah, so this is like 2. Let's say this is a. A is just a constant. So you need to multiply in a with the x and y. So in this function here, the input will be there are 2 variables, a, x, and y. Just like when you have 2 times x plus y. Yeah, x and y are variable, and 2 is a number. So this means that this one multiply with this, and this also, because these 2 have to multiply with the term in this bracket, in the bracket. Yeah, so it means multiply. So now 2x plus 2y. This is called expanding it, because you want to you actually make it longer. You make it longer. Now this is when you have negative. Now if you have this one, what if you have, let's do it like this. Let's do it just one variable first. Let's do this one and this one, or this one first. Now, if you have x plus 1 square and you are asked to expand this function, you are asked to expand this. This square means x plus 1 times x plus 1, right? Just like 2 square means 2 times 2. So now this is a function, x plus 1 square. So that means that x plus 1 times x plus 1, right? Now expand it further. So do the multiplication. So this one multiply with this, and then this one, this is 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4. For four, you have to do 4 steps. X times x is x squared. X times 1 is x, 1x, plus 1 times x, that is number 3, that is also 1x, plus 1 times 1 is 1. So this one becomes x squared plus, this is the same term. 1x plus 1x becomes 2x plus 1. So that is the answer. All right, expanding this function, it becomes this one. Okay, now if you have this one, it's also the same. A plus b times x plus y. So you have to first do this, second, third, and fourth. And that's how you got ax plus ay plus bx plus by. It doesn't matter which one you write first. So you can also write, if you do it like this, ax plus ay plus bx plus by. Okay, it's the same here. Here it just, it put bx first. For me, I put bx in the third term. It's also the same. Yeah, 2 plus 3 equals to 3 plus 2. It doesn't matter which one you write first. Okay, now for minus, then you have to be more careful. Yeah, because when you have minus, minus times plus becomes minus. Minus times minus becomes plus. Minus and plus becomes minus. So you need to be careful when you have a negative sign. Okay, so a times x becomes ax. A times y becomes ay. And then negative b times x becomes minus bx. Minus b times y becomes minus by. Yeah, that's why you have 2 minus term here. Minus bx and minus by. Right, you need to be extra careful with a minus. What about you have both minus? If you have both minus, it becomes ax and then minus ay minus bx. The last one, minus b times minus y, becomes plus. So plus by, right? We have minus times minus, so it becomes plus by, right? So this is called simplifying, expanding a function. You make it longer. You can see this one here is much longer than this one, right? Now, simplifying a function, it is the reverse of expanding. It is the reverse of expanding. Simplifying is you want to make it shorter. How to make it shorter? You collect the common term or common factor. Okay. The simplest way of collecting the common term is this one, where you have, let's say, 1 plus 2x equals to, let's say this is x. So x here is the common term. You see left hand side there is x, right hand side also there is this x. So you can bring the common term to one side. So 2x, now 2x minus x becomes, bring this one to here. So 2x minus x become x. And this one, bring it to the right, becomes negative 1. So now x equals to negative 1. Yeah, if you substitute here, you can check the answer. 1 plus minus 2 becomes minus 1. X is minus 1. So left equal to right hand side. Left hand side equal to right hand side. So that is the same. Yeah, that is the meaning of equal. The left hand side must be equal to the right hand side. So this is the simplest example of collecting the similar term. Now let's look at this one, ax plus bx. What is the term? What is the common term in this one here? You can see this is that there are actually two terms, this one and this one. The common term here is the x and x. This one has x, this one also has x. So if it has x and x, you can bring out the x. Bring out the x and this becomes a plus b. All right, a plus b. This one you bring it out, and then this one bracket, right? And if you expand it, it becomes like this, ax plus bx, right? This one also the same. Now the common term for this is this one, x plus y, because both of these terms have x plus y, right? So if you bring out x plus y, bring it out, and then the one inside will be a plus b. Okay, if you treat this one as a number, probably it will be easier for you to see. If this is just a number, 2 plus 3. So now you bring out the x plus y term. This becomes 2 plus 3. So this becomes 5 x plus y. Okay. So I think I also have some exercise in this in exercise 2 and 3, which I also gave you just now on WeChat. Yeah, you can have a look. This is like expand and simplify. Yeah, question 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. They are about this expanding and simplifying. I will choose some exercise to discuss with you. I'll choose some question to discuss with you. Yeah, later. Yeah, this one I need to explain. I haven't explained this to you, the function, the input for a function. So I will explain to you later. Now, yeah. Okay, maybe I should quickly explain this one to you. Now, this is as I mentioned, this is a function. Yeah, this is a linear function because the highest power for x is 1. And this is a quadratic function. Now, if you see like this, if you see this one, this is fx equal to 4 minus 5x. Now, if you ask to find f, let's say 7, that means that you need to substitute x equal to 7 in this function. So whatever x you see, you have to substitute it equal to 7, like this. Yeah, so 4 minus 35. That is negative 31. All right, you have to substitute x with this number. Okay, now what if, now you do the same here. Okay, now you have another function that is a quadratic function. Right, quadratic function. So g, now if you substitute 2, if you substitute 2 in this function, then whatever x you see, you have to put a number 2. You see x here, 2x squared becomes 2, and then this is 2. Minus whatever x you see, you put 2, plus 1. Yeah, so this is 2 times 2 squared is 2, 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8, minus 10 plus 1. Like this. Okay, and now there is one more, there is a composite. We call it a composite function. Yeah, now if you try to combine these two functions like this. This is called composite function. For composite function, you have to do inside out. You have to do inside out. Inside one first and then outside. So that means that f, and then now you do gx. What is gx? Gx just now you are given 2x squared minus 5x plus 1, isn't it? So now this would be the new input for your f function. So whatever x you see in the function of f, you substitute with this one. So fx is 4 minus 5x. So it becomes 4 minus 5. This becomes your x, your new x. Like this. All right, 4 minus 5, and this become your new x for the function f. So this, like this, and then you multiply in and simplify it. Okay, if it is a number, that is also the same. If it's a number, let's say fg2. You have to substitute 2 in the function of g. So now substitute 2 in the function of g. 5x plus 1. Right? Just now we substitute 2 in g. That is, we got -1. So after you got -1, substitute -1 in the function of f. That is 4 minus 5x. 4 minus 5, x becomes -1 now. So calculate it. Yeah. This one and this one is the same concept. This is when x is not given. The value of the variable is not given. So you just, the final answer, you will have x in the final answer. Whereas for this one, the value of x is given. That is 2. So you will have a number in your final answer. Okay, I think we should take a break now. Yeah. So now it's 4:52. So we should take 20 minutes break. So it would be until 5:12. Yeah, 5:12. So you take a break until 5:12, and then you can let's use 25 minutes to do exercise 1, to do this question. And we will come back at 5:40 maybe. Yeah, 5:35. Yeah, 5:35 or 5:40, around that. Is it okay? Yeah, 5:35 or 5:40. I will let you know on WeChat. So please do this question. Yeah, please do this, and when we come back, you may, if you have any questions, problems with these questions, you may ask me in the second session. Okay, so we come back at 5:35 or 5:40. I will let you know later. Okay, so see you later. I will just remain this one, but I will stop sharing. Okay. Okay, now have you done the exercise 1? I mean, have you done at least some questions there? Do you have any particular questions that you want me to discuss with you? Class? If you have no questions, then I will just proceed with exercise 2. I will just continue with the exercise there, because for exercise 1, I think it's just a practice for you. Yeah, most of all the questions, they are very simple. It's just basic operations in mathematics. Yeah, it's okay. Just if you just finish half, you can finish all of them later. Yeah. I mean, if next week, if you have questions, then next week you can still ask me during the lecture. If you have 1 or 2 questions, that you can still ask me next week, right? So if you have no questions in exercise, I mean, if you have no question so far, then we will just carry on. We'll just carry on with exercise 2 first. Yeah, I will just explain some of the exercise 2. Okay, let me share my screen with you. Okay, so exercise 2 and 3 are actually together. Yeah, we will discuss because it's a long, it's quite a long exercise here. There are a number of questions here, quite many questions here. So I will just discuss some of them here, and also we will cover the next topic then we can finish the other questions. Yeah, it includes business application questions as well here in the second part. So just now we have learned functions. We have learned this is the functions. Yeah, and also how do we substitute a value into the function? And then we have also learned how to expand the function, that is to make it longer, yeah, to expand it. And how do we simplify the function, that is to make it shorter, yeah, to simplify it. Now, for the function just now, this just now we have discussed the composite function. Yeah, this is the composite function. So for composite function, it is a function in a function within a function. Yeah, there's a composite function. So for composite function, you have to do inner out, inside first, followed by outside. Yeah, because you can see this is actually a bracket. Yeah, G bracket, this is a square bracket. So that means that you need to do F2 first. F2 means substitute 2 in the function of F. And then substitute the function of F2 in G. Yeah, so it's inner out because the bracket is inside. Now this one, what about question G here? Question G is a square of function F2. Yeah, so what you should do here is substitute 2 in function F and then square it up, right? So F, question G, F2, and then square of this function. So first you need to substitute 2 in the function of F. So this means 4 minus 5, 2. Yeah, because x now is replaced by 2. And this one you need to square. So 4 minus 10. Negative 6 square, that is 36. Right? So whatever let me, okay. Yeah. So that is the answer. And this is the division. Yeah, when it is division here, it will be the same level. Substitute 2 in G function divided by substitute 2 in the F function. Now let's do the expansion and simplification. Okay. Now for the simplification first, yeah. For simplification, you need to collect the similar term. Yeah, the similar term or the same term, collecting the factor. So here you just need to look for the similar term. For example, question A, the similar term is A plus B. So both of these terms contain A plus B, right? B here, X minus Y. That is the similar term. Here would be C plus D. What about D? The similar term is this one, right? And for the other term, we just put it in bracket. For this one here, what is the similar term? The similar term would be the smallest x, because this is x cubed, x to the power of 3 is known as x cubed. This is x squared. Okay, you can see my screen, right? And this is just x. So the smallest term would be taken out. Yeah, the smallest x. So x, and this would be 4x squared minus 3x minus 1, because x times 1 is x. So this would be the simplest form, right? This would be in the simplest form. Now, what about this? What about this? So here, each of these terms, it contains x and y, right? So what is the smallest x? What is the smallest x here? X squared. Yeah, x squared is the smallest x. This one. And what is the smallest y? Y squared is the smallest y, right? This is y cubed, but this is y squared. So that is the smallest y. So x squared and y squared will be taken out. And the other, we put it in bracket. So this one, you have x squared already. So you don't need to put x squared. And this is y cubed, but y squared has been carried out. So you have y, right? And minus, d is just a constant. D is a coefficient. The number that is associated with the variable that is called coefficient. D here is just a coefficient. Coefficient is just a number. It's just a constant value. So d, x to the power of 4. since x squared has been taken out, so now you have x squared. Y squared, so it becomes y now, plus, let me write down, 0.2 x 3 y squared. You don't need to have y squared because y squared is here. Minus b, and then y square x. Just like this. Right? Now f here is also this one. This is the common term. Okay, for the rest, you just put it in bracket. So for example, you bring this out. Then for the rest would be 0.1x minus 0.2c. Now combine with this part. Now because this is minus, you have to be careful. Minus 1.9c, and then minus plus become minus. Minus 0.7x, right? And for this one, x and x can be done. C and c can be done, right? (0.1x) minus 0.7x. So it becomes 0.6x. Negative 0.2 minus negative minus 1.9. So minus 2.1c. Just like this. Okay, so you carry out the simplest, I mean the common term. You can check with the answer. Have I given you the answer? Let me see on WeChat. Not yet. So I will give you the answer there. Yeah, I'll give you the final answer. The answer is, yeah, I give you this document. Yeah, I send it later. So you see all the answers are here. Yeah, you can check. This is question 4, right? Question 4, F. Yeah, so it's this answer here. Sometimes, for example, in the simple expansion here, sometimes you can like look at the answer first and try to work out until you get the answer. Yeah, try to, because sometimes it's quite complicated. For example, yeah, this one. Question D. Yeah, question D is, now this is a fraction. Now, how do you do an operation on fraction? For example, if you have a number, you have like that, you have something like this. So to perform an operation on fraction, you need to make the denominator the same value, the same, right? So how do you make this denominator the same? Make both of them 8. Yeah, so that means that this one you have to multiply it by 4. Whatever you do on the denominator, you have to do the same for the numerator. And for this one, you have to multiply it by 2. Whatever you do here by times 2, this one you need to times 2 as well. So when the denominator is the same, you can perform the operation for the numerator. So 1 times 4 becomes 4, plus 7 times 2 becomes 14. Now this is 18 of 8. Yeah, so it is the same here. Same here because this is fraction. This is fraction, right? Just that now we are dealing with the variables, not just numbers. These are all numbers, and this is a fraction with variables. So now you have to multiply in, because this is in bracket. Yeah, this is in bracket. Okay, so this is in bracket. You have to multiply in. Or you can also perform the one inside first. You can also perform whatever operation, this one first. So to make this one the same, you have to multiply this one, you have to multiply by x. So you got 4x. And this one would be multiplied by y. So this is 3y. right? And then this one as well. You have to make it, what is the common number? You have, because this consists of both number and x and y. So you have x, we must have x, y at the denominator, and this one would be 12. Yeah, because 6 you can make it 12. 3 can also make it 12. 4 can also make it 12. Yeah, that is the term. Yeah. You can't use 6 because 4 you can't make it 6. So that you have to like think of like what number that is a common number that these three number can become. So to make it 12xy, you have to multiply this one with the first one. You have to multiply it with 2xy, isn't it? 2xy. So you can get 12xy, and then 5x times 12xy will be 60 x squared y now. Yeah, because originally it has x, so it becomes x squared y. Plus, now this is this has 3y. So 3y, to make it 12xy, you have to multiply it by 4x. So 4x become 4x squared here. Minus this one, you have to multiply by 3y. 3y to get 12xy. So 3y. So 9y squared. Okay. I think, yeah, I think that is the answer. Yeah. 3. Let's check the answer. 3D. Yeah. This should be 60. I think, yeah, the answer, this should be, should this be 60? Let me check. Yeah, this should be 60, right? The first one should be 60, not 10. I think there's the typo here. I should be wrong. So I will change this one. Should be 60, yeah? Let me check. Because here, this is 6 times 2. Oh, yeah, correct. Sorry, 6 times 2, not 12. So it should be 10, correct. 10 is correct. Oops. Because here is times. I thought this is 12. So 6 times 2xy. This one should be 2xy as well. So it's 10x squared y, not 12. So this is 10x squared. The answer is correct. Okay, so that is how you perform operation on fraction. Now this one is also this is easier. Yeah, question 2 is easier. Here you just expand it, and because these are all just number or decimal number. So for example, this one here, you have brackets. You have 2 brackets, so means multiplication. So because of this one, it has 3 terms. So you have to do 6 times multiplication. First, you have to do this one with this one, 1, 2, 3, and then 9 times. Yeah, this is the 1, 2, 3, and 6, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this one again, 7, 8, 9. All right, so multiply in. But if you are familiar with this process, you don't need to draw the arrow like this. You just do it directly. So for example, you just multiply in. Just do it in your head, right? Minus x squared. This is the first 3, right? xy minus 5x minus x squared. And then the second level, minus y squared plus 5y plus xy. And then the third level, be careful with the minus sign. Okay, And now whatever the same term, we have to simplify it. So xy and xy, so it becomes 2xy. Yeah, and then you do the x squared term, is just x squared term. Only one y squared term. Yeah, y squared term. And then what about the x? Negative 5x plus 3x. So negative 2x. And then for the y term, negative 5 minus 3. So plus 2y and then plus 15. There is a constant. This one. Okay, so that is the answer. 2xy minus x squared minus y squared minus 2x plus 2y plus 15. It doesn't matter how you put it. I mean the order. It doesn't matter like what order you put it. You can put x squared term first. You can put y squared term first. But this number, the coefficient number must be correct. Yeah. The order here, it doesn't really matter. You can put it like this is question Q2N. Yeah, for example, here, this one you put negative x squared minus y squared plus 2xy. This one minus 2x plus 2y plus 15. So it's the same answer. Yeah, but the order is not necessarily like this. If you prefer to put the constant first, that is also fine. But normally we will put the highest term first. That is the square term. Yeah, but for me here, I put the this is called this term here is like composite x and y. So I put xy first. Doesn't matter how you put. Yeah. Okay, I think yeah. For this one, it is also the same. Here you need to do 6 times. You multiply 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So for exercise 2, you have to do question 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. We will discuss the interval questions by next week. Yeah, next week, and also the business application question. Oh, any questions that you want me to discuss? Let me.
Hello.
Here.
Hello.
It's almost time.
Hello, Miss. Hello.
Yeah.
Can you give us the full homework list?
The full homework list, exercise 1 and exercise 2, question 1 to question 4.
You miss.
Okay. Exercise 1, you need to finish all of them, right? All of them. And if you have any, you don't need to submit the exercise, yeah? Every exercise you don't need to submit. But you do it yourself, and then you keep your work, because that is for your own, that's your own work. And next time when you do revision, you can refer to your work. And doing the exercise is for your own good. Yeah. Please do the exercise, even though you don't need to submit it, but you still need to do it. You still need to do the exercise. Okay, I think it's time's up. So please, the homework is exercise 1. All question is exercise 1, and in this exercise 2 and 3, do question 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 questions in this exercise. All right, question 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's all. Right, and next week, if you have any questions, if you have any problems in these questions here, you may ask me. All right, so I will see you next week. Okay, class. So bye for now. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay. No, I will record your attendance based on your name here. I will generate the list here. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.